Well, hey everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Correspondences for, let's see, the third day of August 2021. Now, it's a Tuesday, so Tuesday Mars governs. Any Magic's worked on Tuesday. The favorability today is excellent. So, the sky's the limit, really. And so and the kinds of things that you can do on Tuesdays involves passion, manifestation, creativity, self-assertion, reducing conflict. I wanted to focus today on self-assertion. Um, I Right now we have a three energy with being the third, so we're talking about interactions with others anyway. Creativity, optimism, imagination, attention to detail, all of that. Also, the challenges for anybody born on today, we're talking balancing freedom with restriction, oversensitivity, managing sociability. So some of those kinds of concepts I think are involved in uh, uh, dealing with self-assertion issues. I think we all have them. I think that astrologers are starting to look at the planet Eris right now, which is the feminine warrior, the female warrior within. We're looking at, and I sort of, I guess I liken this to, or align this maybe with the notion of ascension right now. And ascension, in my view, I know it gets bandied about by by a lot of new agey people and everything, but I think that they're right to talk about it. I think that we're seeing a shift vibrationally of the planet and of everybody's awareness as well. I think that's why we're struggling so much with the pandemic. I think that we're struggling with the us versus them stuff that's going on, um, to bring us back into some kind of balanced energy exchange with all, to understand that that's our natural state. And I think that what we're seeing is a return to that, but it's messy, okay? And it's going to be any kind of because basically what we're asking the masculine side, if you will, the patriarchal side, if you will, and I realize I'm sort of merging that with the idea of gender, and it's not. But you look at the patriarchy that has governed our humanity forever. Initially, I doubt that it was that way. It was probably more egalitarian. Everyone had to work together to survive, basically. Um, but there was reverence for women, reverence for female elders. As to how much there was, I don't know. All I'm saying is that I think that we're starting to see a balancing with not only the planet, because we're having to deal with all kinds of weather changes and climate change and all of that. It's basically resetting the table. It's balancing itself. It's saying, okay, if you guys can't do it, I'm gonna have to. The planet is saying, and so that we live here, we're part of it. So as the planet ascends, so do we. And basically it's becoming aware of who we are in the broader scheme of things. If you look at today's rune divination, you can see that as well with Gebo, Hagalaz, and Manaz. And if you look at Manaz here, you can see Gebo in the center. You also see Dagaz in the center, also Vunyo forward and reversed. But you see that X, which is Gebo. And this is the gift of reciprocity, or the gift of balanced energy exchange with others. And then Hagalaz was the Norn rune in there that was in the center of it all, that is going to help with the transformation and the ascension, if you will, and the awakening to remembrance of who we are to each other. Manas is also the thought and memory rune. And so it's Hugin and Munin on one on each shoulder of Odin, thought and memory. I really think that that's what this whole experience that we're going through is, and how we assert ourselves matters. Especially because some people are going to be violent about this whole thing, and so you don't want to draw that energy to you, so to speak. And so I think that if you were to work a spell today that improves your ability to express what you need from others, If you have some lodestone, that's magnetic. And so that's going to help ground you. And I think that we get carried away when we're expressing ourselves. And I think that we don't want to do that. So if you don't have some lodestone, plan this for another day. I recommend using some lodestone to help keep you grounded. Choose the noon hour if possible to work the spell, but if not, do whatever. Burn dragon's blood resin using whatever form you have. I know you can buy it in stick and cone form, which is fine. I just don't know how much is really in that. And so I would prefer to just have the chunks of resin. Let's see, that's high, John. That's not that. Here's some chunks of dragon's blood resin, and you can just scrape some off, and if you got some ritual charcoal in a little cauldron, you can just scrape some of this off with a knife, and then sprinkle that on the ritual charcoal, and that's a nice one to use. Also, you could also throw some dried wormwood on the and no, we don't need the high John. John, the conqueror root. Let's see. You can also, as I was saying, burn some dried wormwood in the cauldron as well on the charcoal for self-empowerment. Also add a small piece of ginger for self-empowerment and courage as well. If you grow peppers, we do. I've been growing. I found some Hungarian paprika at Baker Creek. Rareseeds.com is their web address, and they have that. And it's the type of paprika pepper that you use for smoked paprika. So anyway, I bought a smoker and everything. It came last week, so I've got like 7 of them. I'm trying to get my husband to put the thing together so we can maybe smoke some peppers before they're completely dried here. But it's really cool. I may put some cayenne in there as well. But anyway, if you grow any peppers at all, you can place them on the altar also for to stimulate change and increase awareness. So anything that you can to help support positive and well-grounded self-assertion would be influential in a spell like that today. So anyhow, I don't think I have anything else to add here. Looks like the new moon's going to be on the 8th, which is what, Sunday. Let's see. Well, the mansion of the moon I don't think is going to be of any help today, but we won't worry about that then. Bottom line, again, it's that what we need to do here is to figure out a way to assert ourselves in a way that doesn't harm the situation. So that should be probably the goal of a working like that. So that's it. I guess we'll talk tomorrow. Let's see. Did I tell you everything? I told you about the book yesterday, Herbal Magica. That's available on Amazon. Trying to get it up through some other booksellers, but I'm having trouble with the cover page. Something about borders aren't right, and I don't know why it was fine for Amazon and not these other booksellers, but I don't know. So it may not go up any other place. It may just go up on Amazon. But both the paperback and the ebook are there. So the Kindle book are there. So anyhow. But that's just all I guess I need to tell you about that. So I guess that's it. Have a good day and be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.